Buyers are winning when it comes to the real estate market right now. Let's jump into the data. Let's see how they're winning and what is occurring in the Austin metro market. First of all, this is some big news. We know that in the next 12 months, we have a whole pent up amount of buyers planning to purchase in the next 12 months. They're banking on interest rates reducing and easing up from that high 8.1% to today's 7.1% and potentially lower even in the future. So we're going to talk about that. This is really exciting news, both for not only home buyers, but also sellers. But first, let's jump into some negatives and then we'll go into the data. First, we know that there's significant pent-up demand from buyers eager to purchase, but they're currently waiting for a decrease in interest rates. Once these rates drop, we anticipate a surge in buying activity, which will likely drive up prices and rapidly deplete the inventory in the market. Now, this is just like the pandemic time when everybody came to the market because of low interest rates. Right now, we just have people who are just off the market waiting again for rates to slightly decrease. What they don't know is how to use the decrease rate available off the general market. They don't know how to obtain that. That is something they need to go to a real estate agent for so they know how to strategically apply it to their home purchase. Also, some sellers are starting to pull their listing from the market and they intend to wait until the market values increase. And that makes sense. Some people think, hey, look, I don't have to move. I'm going to wait until the future, maybe 2025, 2026, and then I'll relist. Now, we do expect the downward trend of values to reverse in Q1, and a downward trend is typical for the holiday season. That is very true. November, December, that is the time where people go on their holiday break. They just kind of put a pause on the purchase experience. But who comes out to play? Investors, people who are looking for a deal. Those trends are back to historical norms. All right, let's go into the data. First of all, 70 days on the market. That's how long it takes on average for days to sell. So we know that sellers, your homes are going to take longer to sell, and buyers, you have a lot more options to choose from, and the longer the home is on the market, the better the deal you can have. New listings. Right now we see that less than 0.5% decrease year over year. Basically, it's the same compared to this time last year when it comes to new listings to the market, not overall listings. The closed price to list price ratio means, hey, if the seller wanted $500,000, did they get it? The answer is no. They received 2% less than that 5%, which makes sense, right? Buyers are able to have that power to get less on the purchase price. The median list price is $469,000, and the median close price is $435,000. Now that's about a 7% or so decrease from last month. And again, normal trends when it comes to November and December. We see that prices naturally decrease. Also, active listings are 11,095 with sold listings at 2,358. There's only about 208 decrease of listings sold compared to pre-pandemic. And so that's not that far off from norm. But again, the amount of people who are trying to sell, the active listings and the people coming to market, that is more than what we're used to. All right, we also have 4.7 months of inventory. Funny enough, that's the same as last month. So it's the same type of inventory in the last 2 months that hasn't really changed for single family homes. So not condos, not duplexes or townhomes or quadplexes. It's just single family homes. Okay, sellers, let's go into you first, then we'll go into the buyers. Sellers, Austin is one of the few cities where you've been hit harder, right? There's more active listings, you know this. There's days to sell. It's doubled since last year, right? It's taking longer to sell. There is more inventory, so that means there's more increased competition. The good news is interest rates have decreased from 7.8% last month to 7.1%. That has absolutely brought more buyers to the market, and we're hoping that we'll get to that 6.9% maybe in January of 2024. That will, at the moment you hit with the 6, buyers come to the market. Also, again, the decrease is expected to bring more buyers in Q1. We just mentioned that. More rentals are hitting the market, so that is continued competition for the rentals, yes, but also we know that the people who are selling, who's thinking, hey, I think I'm going to not sell anymore because I can't get it to sell at the price I want. I'm just going to go and rent it out. Well, since you have more competition, your price or the lease price is going to be lower than what has been occurring in the last 12 months. Also, buyers, you have negotiation power, 70%, and you as a seller only have 30% of the power. New construction is a huge competitor, humongous competitor. Right now, we're seeing $50,000 off just the base price, an additional 6% of incentives towards buying down buying down the interest rate, and also buying all the closing costs, so the buyer doesn't have to pay for them. That is humongous competition. If you're within like a 10-minute radius of that new build construction as a resale seller, you're going to have a lot to overcome. Your price has to be just amazing, because as a buyer, why would you want to select that property when you can go get a brand new one with amazing incentives, right? Go to your real estate agent, ask them about the competition and how you should price the home in order to really get the home sold, if that's really what you're aiming for. And then, of course, the selling strategy has to be creative in order for the property to sell. Buyers, all right, great news. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go into you. Austin, of course, one of the few cities where you can get a great deal right now compared to the rest of the United States. Buyers local to Austin, they've continued to indicate that they're going to flood back or come back to the market Q1. So that's great news. What are the best months to purchase as a buyer? Q4. I told everybody this in the summertime. I said, look, November, December is going to be like the best months to purchase. And what are we seeing? The best months to purchase, right? The prices are at the lowest possible, and we're finding the greatest incentives. It's wonderful. Buyers, this is a great opportunity. So good job. Good luck until summer of 2024. We'd expect prices to go up again because of competition. Interest rates, again, they reduced from 7.8 to 7.1. That's great. Cheaper prices. Also, our clients, they usually get about 4.25 to 6.99% because of the strategies we implement. Also, expect general rates to decrease in Q4. More inventory, yay, you get to choose a lot, many different type of properties versus the pandemic time. And buying strategy, look, reduce the interest rate at no cost to you. Lastly, sellers are willing to negotiate on the inspection, repairs, and of course the closing costs. So, hey, if you have any questions about should you even buy or should you sell, if you're one of my past clients and you're thinking, hey, how is this impacting my value? Or how can I dispute my property taxes to save money? Reach out. This is what we're here for. This is what we love to guide and teach people on. All right, see you in December.